Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This is a favorite Jackson Storm. I'm very sorry there was a subtle delay in making this video because I had to plan the script beforehand. However, this video is going to be awesome. In this video, I have talked about everything. I have exposed your favorite so-called godly PvP YouTubers. I have exposed the hardcore tips which are necessary for gaining high bounty in Blox Fruits. And I have also told you some bonus stuff, for example, the settings and regarding the ping, etc. So be sure to watch the entire video till the end. It's going to be fun. Now, some of you guys might not like this part of the video, but it is a dark truth, and let me talk about it. The reason why your so-called favorite PvP YouTuber is winning, it's mainly because they are using extremely high-end PC with very low lag or very low ping. You see, these Blox Fruit combos are mainly about low ping. If your ping is low, you can easily combo your enemy. And the thing is that these YouTubers are basically, fighting low players with, first of all, low-end PCs and high lag. Hence, it is very, very easy for them to win and make content. And you guys just go crazy that, oh, this YouTuber is so epic, oh, he's so good in PvP. But the reality is that guy is basically taking an advantage of his high-end device. Secondly, you see, majority of these PvP YouTubers actually fight with high bounty buff. Like if you are 30 million in pirates, it is really, really easy to defeat enemy. Alright, like 30 million in pirate gives you a lot of buffs. And if you boost it with a good accessory, it's lethal, right? And these so-called YouTubers, they pretend that they are skilled and they try to use a skill bit, but in reality, they are just taking advantage of the 30 million bounty buff. Now, some of you guys might be thinking that these YouTubers actually worked hard to get the 30 million bounty and hence they deserve to use it. And you guys are actually kind of right. But let me tell you one thing. Getting high bounty is not a hard thing in Blox Fruits. Blox Fruits had a long history of really, really broken builds, and these YouTubers have actually abused those builds to get high bounty. You see, my entire point of this discussion is that these YouTubers try to pretend that they are skilled, but in reality, they got the 30 million bounty buff by using, builds like spamming dragon or, abusing the Portal V infinite glitch or, abusing the Angel V4 when it recently came out. That's exactly what these YouTubers, and now they are using that same high bounty buff to use the skill builds and claim that they are really, really good in PvP, which is basically a pretense. And these YouTubers actually are just yet another player. Like literally anyone can defeat them. Like, okay, guys, let us be real. If I give you a very, very high-end PC with low ping and, some like 10 million or 20 million bounty buff, then you guys can easily cook anyone. Can cook anyone in Blox Fruits. That's how easy it is to win PvP. YouTubers then claim themselves that they are really, really cool and epic. And you guys support them, follow them, and these people make money by cheating you guys. That's my honest opinion. All right. Like, I have seen several of these Blox Fruits PvP YouTubers. I'm not going to take, any names to, kind of, directly target them. But I can assure you guys that if you want to watch any genuine PvP YouTuber, then Winter Clouds is a really, really good guy. Like Winter Clouds is someone who actually has had skill, like proper skill. There are several other PvP YouTubers, but in my opinion, Winter Clouds is it's one of the only few ones who really have any that you guys might know which YouTuber I'm talking about. There is a one YouTuber who actually claims she's really, really good in PvP, but she actually abused the Portal Infinite combo and the Angel V4 build to gain the current reputation which she holds in the community. She's actually very, very low skilled. I'm not going to take her name to kind of start any beef, but I hope you guys know whom I'm talking about. All right, guys, now let's talk about how to never lose bounty in a fight in Blox Fruits. Number one, the first tip which I'll give you is getting a V4. Right, like you can get any V4, Angel V4, Cyborg V4, Gold V4, Draco V4, right, or Shark V4 also. Like these are the main V4 races which I suggest because almost all of the bounty hunters have it, and you will have a really, really tough time fighting those people if you don't have a V4 yourself. V4 gives you a lot of buffs. Like the first thing V4 does is gives you a 10% defense, 10% damage buff, right? That's really, really good. You also get maximum stats on everything. Like for example, like you have maximum stats at a point like currently you can have maximum stats on only on 3 things. But when your V4 is active, you basically get maximum stats on every single thing. Like even if I use my shark anchor moves, I will be doing the same amount of damage which I would have done if my all the stats were in sword. The second point would be to actually get a decent build and stick to it. All right, like do not just keep on switching builds. You need to just look up builds on the internet, select one of your choice and then just practice it. Practice makes a man perfect. All right, number 3, running is not being a coward. Okay, running is basically saving your bounty. If you're low on HP, there is absolutely no problem in running away and trying to save your life, because every bounty saved is basically a bounty earned. All right, like you don't need to be ashamed of running from a fight, because like let us be real, currently there are exploiters fighting in PvP every single day, right? There are T-Rex and one spammers. They are literally every kind of player you can imagine in the Blox Fruits community right now. So running is like at least not the worst thing which you can do currently in game. But you do not fight high bounty players, because high bounty players get a lot of damage and defense buff, which is really really unfair if you fight against them. So like if you're trying to gain bounty for yourself, then I would really really suggest you guys not to fight really really like big bounty. Like for example, currently I'm like around 12 million, so I would not fight any player who is above something like 15 or 16 million. 11.8 million, I get I get 26% defense and 17.2% damage on PvP, right? Like if I were 30 million, that would be really really crazy, right? That would be really really crazy. So this is the third point. Do not fight high bounty players. So guys, let's jump into the last section of our video, that is how to lower your ping and actually get high FPS. It is really really simple to do that. You see Roblox and Blox Fruits have rolled out new setting features which you guys must use if you want to lower your ping. It's really really easy. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, you see the settings dial, click on that, right? Just copy my settings. Background music, I keep it off because it's kind of irritating. Ally VFX, keep it off. Camera shake, keep it off. Fast mode, always keep it on. I highly recommend keeping fast mode on. It's really really good. So this is the first phase of settings. Just copy it. All right, just copy my settings. That's it is. Now for the second phase of settings, you have to click on this Roblox menu, go to the settings tab, scroll down, you'll find display and graphics. You can choose to keep full screen on and off. I advise if your PC is very low end, you keep it off, right? Background transparency, keep it minimum. Performance stats, you can keep it on and off, but I keep it off. Graphics mode, this is really really important. What happens that in most devices the graphics mode is something like this. It is set to automatic and like this. What you have to do is that turn it manual and reduce the number of bars according to your PC. If your PC is really really low end, I would like very low end potato PC, I would suggest you to keep 1 or 2 bars. If your PC is low end, you can keep 3 or 4 bars. If your PC is mid end, you should keep it half. If your PC is full end, then it depends upon how much your PC can handle. My PC is good enough, so I keep it maxed out. Now haptics, keep it off. Reduce motion, always keep this off. Always keep this off. This actually consumes a lot of your processor right. It actually lags your processor quite a bit. Maximum frame rate, keep it 60 fps capped, even though my monitor supports as high as 240 hertz, right? But still I keep it 60 fps only, right? Rest other things are actually fine. You don't need to change any of that. So that was it. This is the first step in actually reducing your ping. You do these 2 phase settings which I told you, first here then here, right? Now the second step is Bloxstrap. If your ping after doing these settings is still something like 200 or 300, then you must use Bloxstrap. It's really really OP. So let's hop in. I'll show you how to install that.
Search Bloxstrap on your browser and follow my steps. Only install from GitHub, as other websites may be scam. Roblox has banned most fast flags, so don't use them as they'll get your account banned. Run this file as administrator and click Continue till the end. Bloxstrap downloads the latest version of Roblox itself, so you don't need to install a separate Roblox app. That was it for today, my YouTube pookies. Please help me reach 500 subs by the end of this month. I love you all and pray that you guys stay happy and healthy. Bye bye.